Hi kids, today's story is Double Dragons. There once was a terrible fire-breathing dragon. He scorched the spring flowers and the tall summer corn and stole lambs and chickens, and at night the smoke from his nostrils would black out the stars. "Whoever kills the dragon," cried the king, "can marry my daughter." But one by one the knights straggled back, sucking burned fingers and dragging broken swords and battered shields. Sometimes they didn't come back at all. And deep inside his cave, the dragon would pat his scaly belly. "Roast lamb may be good, but barbecued knights got that little something extra." One day, the dragon made a demand. "Send me your most beautiful maiden, or I'll burn down your city." "I'll go," the princess said. "Anything to save me from marrying a boring old knight." "But you're not beautiful," said her brother. "Beauty," she said, "is a matter of taste. And besides, that dragon needs to be sorted out." "Girls can't fight dragons," argued the king. "This one can," she said. She packed her bag and leaped onto a horse before anyone could stop her. The dragon's trail was easy to follow, a track across the moor and through the forest. She stopped to rest, tethering her horse to a tree. Then in the distance she noticed a pool. "Just what I need." She picked her way through the bracken and found it. Deep water like a mirror. She saw her plump pink cheeks and her sticking out ears in its clear surface. "It's a nice face," she thought as she drank, "and I like it, and besides, I have an excellent idea." "Who are you?" roared the dragon when she arrived at his cave. "You asked for a beautiful maiden." "I wanted blue eyes, long golden hair." "Who told you that was beautiful?" "In my book under maidens, beautiful." "Then your book is out of date. Not like the other dragons." He blasted out fire and smoke. "What other dragon?" "The one I met near the forest." "There are no other dragons," howled the dragon. "Oh, yes, there are," said Greta. "And he's looking for a beautiful maiden, too. But I told him I was booked." She wrinkled her nose. "Your breath stinks," she complained. "It's all that rotten meat you keep eating. Nuts and berries would make you smell so much better." "I'm not a vegetarian," roared the dragon. "But you could be," said Greta. The dragon was puzzled. "Are you scared of me?" he growled. "Not as scared as I was of the other dragon," said Greta. "I could roast you, eat you," he threatened. The other dragon's flames were like a volcano. The dragon closed his eyes. He couldn't sleep. At dawn he rose up into the air and flew across the land, and at noon he came back. The sun was high in the sky, and there wasn't a breath of wind. "I saw no other dragon." She got onto his back. "I'll show you." The dragon spread his wings. I like flying," she thought. "He's somewhere down here." "I'll get him," roared the dragon. "I'll stuff his tail down his throat. I'll scorch holes in his wings." "Shh," she whispered. "He's bigger than you. Quick, swoop down. We'll surprise him." They slithered through the bracken, and there he is, she cried. And he looked in his reflection. "This is war," he bellowed. And he shot out a tongue full of flames. But the dragon did the same, the one from the pool. "I'll scratch your eyes out," roared the dragon, and he reared up and lunged. Splash! The water bubbled and boiled. The dragon's head rose up in the pool. "You tricked me, false maiden. My flames have gone out. Oh, the shame of it." He rose up a third time. "Help, help." "No more stealing lambs and chickens," she demanded, Princess Greta. "Not to mention knights." The dragon shook his head miserably. "Ploop, ploop. But how can I trust you?" asked Greta. "Dragon's honor," gasped the dragon. So they found a sturdy stick and pulled him out. He lay on the ground, not moving. She pounded on his chest, but only bubbles came out flying. "I don't want you to be dead. I did like you. I've lost my flames. You should have let me drown." "Don't say that. I'm sure we can find a use for you." She led him on her horse and the dragon followed meekly back. The king, queen, and Greta's brother were watching from the castle. "She's tamed him," cried the king. "What a daughter!" cried the queen. "What a sister!" cried her brother. "Of course the dragon must be killed," declared the king. "Why?" demanded Greta. "He's stopped breathing fire. He's made a dragon's honor promise to be good. In fact, he's become a vegetarian." The dragon blushed blank. "Oh, the shame of it," he groaned. "I've got an idea," said Greta. Doesn't our kingdom need a public transportation system?" They built the dragon a hangar on the city square. "Dragonair," it said in big gold letters. It made him very proud. People bought tickets to fly away to see faraway grannies and aunties. The king made Greta the royal dragon keeper, and every night she and dragon would go flying together under the stars. He was like an airline. He would fly people all around. Okay, that's the story for today, and I'll see you next time, kids. This is Coach Fern signing out.